Giuliard was a manager at a top bank in the capital. He wore impeccable suits, drove an imported car, and took international trips twice a year to the outside world. He was the very picture of success, but behind this polished facade, a serious problem was brewing. He consistently spent more than he earned. He and his wife were regulars at expensive restaurants. They changed cars almost as often as they changed clothes and bought things they never even used. Every single trip was charged to a credit card. And every passing whim became another installment payment. And, as always happens to those who ignore their limits, the bill eventually came due, the debts began to pile up, his credit cards were maxed out. Soon, the bank started calling. Giuliard, the man who advised clients on how to manage their finances, couldn't even manage his own. Meanwhile, his cleaning lady, Estefani, arrived at his office every morning with a quiet, timid smile. She earned just $300 a month, barely enough to cover rent, utilities, and basic food. You'd think there was nothing left over. But Estefani had a simple secret: discipline. Every single month, without fail, she set aside $100 to invest. It didn't matter if it rained, if gas prices went up, or if the bus ran late. She invested first, and then made the rest of her budget work. She had no fancy car, no luxurious trips, no extravagances. But she had something Giuliard was desperately missing: control. One afternoon, while cleaning his office, Estefani found Giuliard with his head in his hands, staring blankly at a mountain of bills on his desk. He seemed defeated. Almost smaller than the expensive suit he was wearing. "Is everything all right?" "Mr. Giuliard?" she asked gently. He let out a deep, heavy sigh. "No, Estefani, I'm completely drowning in debt. I honestly don't know how I let it get to this point." She hesitated for a moment, but then decided to speak her mind. "Sir, with all due respect—" "May I say something?" "Of course," he replied, his voice full of defeat. "Well, sir, you live as if you earn 10 times more than you actually do. I live on very little, but I live within my means. And I make sure to save a little bit every month. It's not much, but it's growing." Giuliard looked up, his eyes wide with surprise. You invest?" "Yes, sir. $100 a month. I've been doing it for a few years now." He was speechless. It hit him right then and there. His cleaning lady, earning a fraction of his salary, was building something he had failed to create for himself: financial stability. That conversation was a wake-up call for Giuliard. He immediately started cutting expenses, selling off assets he didn't need, and renegotiating his debts. For the first time in his life, he created a real, honest budget. And inspired by Estefani's simple wisdom, he started investing just a small amount at first, but he did it consistently. His wife complained in the beginning, but she gradually came to understand that the life they were living was completely unsustainable. The change was slow and full of setbacks, but it was real. Months later, Giuliard called Estefani into his office for a chat. "Estefani," he began, "you've taught me more about money than any business course I've ever taken. I wanted to thank you." She just smiled, a little unsure of what to say. "I didn't do anything special, sir." "Yes, you did," he insisted. "You showed me that true wealth isn't what you show off to the world. It's what you quietly build for yourself." Estefani kept investing her $100 a month. Giuliard kept learning and rebuilding his finances. And the lesson from their story is crystal clear: those who live for appearances will eventually lose everything they have, but those who live with discipline will build everything they desire. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks for watching.